What's going on, everyone? This is Waning Moonlight and hockey. It's a sport, a pretty good one if you've never seen it. And on Sunday, my favorite team, the Hurricanes, beat the Islanders. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and beat Dark Souls 1 as what I call a hockey player. This is going to be easy. This is going to be a challenge. Who's to say? And yes, this video may be coming up on April 1st, but this is not at all a silly run. This is 100% serious. So to start off with what our build's going like, we start off as the thief with the fire bombs, or shall I say, explosive hockey pucks. And obviously as the thief, not only for the fit, which the colors make me kind of think of the outfit, but also because it starts with the master key. What's also going to be useful is the high dexterity, which we'll talk about later. Anyways, coming up to our first boss over here, doing the pretty easy strat and throwing the hockey pucks, which, you know, just takes about 5 of them to bring them down. And honestly, with him out of the way, there's nothing really stopping us from exiting the asylum. Just gotta run through it real quick. And yeah, we're on our way to Firelink Shrine, everyone's favorite home base. Now, what we're going to go ahead and look for is the Great Scythe, which obviously is going to just be our hockey stick. But to grab it, we need to make our way through the catacombs, which I was not looking forward to. But it didn't actually take me that long. I did die once, though. Second try is what matters, of course. After being completely lost. Surprised I found it, really. But it's just over here, tucked in a corner. And then we make our way back up and buy ourselves a few arrows, or should I say, mini hockey sticks, obviously. And then we do this fun little thing. Some of you may know what it is. If you don't, it's just a way to get some more money, which, we gotta be paid for our services. Our hockey skills go without question. And boom, a lot of money. So then we can level up a whole lot to level 145 and be strong enough to wield the great hockey stick. Then up on the bridge, we got our first guy to fight the Taurus demon. And does anyone think he's going to be a challenge? 60% of his health and one plunging attack. And I do miss a lot. The moveset of this weapon really throws me off. And honestly, the dodge roll timing Dark Souls 1 throws me off too. I don't know why, but doesn't matter. He's done, out of the way. And we're moving on to Andre to talk to him so we can reinforce our hockey stick. Got to wrap it up a little bit. And of course, I miscounted how many I need and need to get more. And also buy the crest of Artorias while we're here. Or should I say a giant stone hockey puck, obviously. And gargoyles, which was not too bad. One hit did some solid damage. And the heavy swing did some even better damage. And the second one was just taken out with 2 light attacks. So, not too bad. Made my way up and rung the first bell. And with him out of the way, you don't need to let him out of his cage. Big golden man will just appear down here. And I tried to hit him, but oh my gosh, the hitbox of this thing is weird. Maybe it's a skill issue. I don't know. Always could be. However, if it's my fault, that means I'm bad, so it can't be my fault. It's the weapon's fault. And there we get the only ring I'm going to actually use throughout the run. As we make our way back down to Blighttown, things are hopefully not going to go too bad. We, of course, are going to get poisoned because, you know, it's a poison swamp. And I don't got any of that purple moss, which means we're just going to have to go ahead and make our way through the fight poisoned. And I do apply the lightning paper because honestly, I did not expect this fight to go that well. So I was like, yeah, we're going to need some more damage. Luckily, we do solid damage even if we hit a leg, no matter how far outside it was, and beat her before she could explode. It was quite nice. And then we just ran all the way down, had to go ring the second bell. And just like that, we're on our way to Sen's Fortress. Nice and easy. Which, luckily, I did not rest that fire link. That way I could just homeward bone right to here the undead perish. And then the iron golem was a problem. Slash damage is not very effective against this guy. He's a little sturdy. And then our first attempt, well, did not go well. And also was annoyed by the fire, so I took him out and decided to call for reinforcements, get a goalie on the field. So I summoned Iron Tarkus, obviously, to help out, and things went a whole lot better. Having someone who actually knows what they're doing can help. And then Anor Londo, I wanted to grab the armor myself. That way I can have a little bit better defense while also keeping with the color scheme. I'm not going to rock it the whole time, just when necessary. And through the archers, I definitely did not abuse quit outs whatsoever to reset aggro or anything. Got the parry, and then it was time to go and fight Ornstein and Smough. Which, first attempt, did not go well. And if you just saw that right, that was not your computer and or phone. The recording got a little bit scuffed around here. Don't worry, it doesn't stay like that forever. But I just wanted to point that out for something that's gonna happen later. And we die the first attempt. Second attempt, yeah, looks a little bit weird. It wasn't like this on my console. It was just like down the recording. I don't know why. And the rest of it's fine here. We go for Ornstein first. Goes without an issue. And then Smough. I mean, it's Smough. He doesn't really put up much of a fight when he's on his own. So that's fine. Then with that done, make my way to the Demon Ruins, upgrade the Estus Flask, and join the Covenant. And then we go ahead and fight, Ceaseless Discharge by getting him all mad because it's funny to irritate him. Grabbing the armor set and running all the way to the other side of the arena. So, of course, he follows us, and then I just knock him off. Now, sadly, I'm sure you remember how Ornstein and Smough just looked. Yeah, imagine that for the entire Witch of Isolith fight. There was nothing to show. I do apologize, but just nothing really happened there. But don't worry, that's the only time that the footage got really corrupted. Everything else here will be nice and fine. And with that out of the way, it's time to fight a mascot of the Artorias team. And it goes kind of well. Our hockey stick has some pretty good range up above us, so I can kind of hit them when I'm underneath them. However, I got hit a lot. It was not a clean fight. But we took him down and then made our way to the Four Kings. And I decided to throw on the good armor last second just to make sure we have the defense to kind of face tank a little bit, which went okay. I mean, the armor has pretty good absorption. We do not top tier damage, but it's passable, but it's still a little slow. By the time the first king's done, the second king was already out. And first attempt, well, we got to here. I was like, all right, this is gonna be fine. Okay, just gotta take a swing, and then I missed, and then died, and I would have been more upset if I didn't get them second try. You know, you might mess up first time, but if you get it second time, it doesn't matter. It's just a small waste of time. With him done, it's time for the Nito and the catacombs. Once again, obviously, pinwheels, no big deal. Break him pretty easily. And if you're wondering what mask I get, well, you don't get to know. It's a mystery to everyone else. Then it's time for the Grave Lord himself. And I did not infuse my hockey stick because, that would make no sense. And then there's this little trick I like to do. When he does the sword down, you can just shield with your weapon and dodge it. And I just find that really funny to do. So I like to do it. His skeleton's a bit annoying, like I said, didn't make it divine, so they keep coming back. But Nito is a real homie and would knock them down very constantly for me. Or they would be lined up for me to hit them while swinging at Nito, so it was like a 2-for-1 deal. And kind of funny using a scythe to get the Lord of Death, Bit of irony in that. And he really spams his giant AoE. It was very helpful of him. I appreciated it. Then on to Seath the Scaleless, and we got crystalled up. I came in injured just to make sure I did not get cursed, because obviously that would be annoying. Luckily, I didn't, and just nothing really to say through the archives. I broke his crystal, quit out, and it stayed broken, which I did not know it would do that. Usually because I just fight him with the clams in the room because I'm weird. But either way, Seath was no issue. You bait out an attack, go in, fight him, make sure you don't die or get cursed. That's a necessary, I do say. Yeah, with him done, that's all for Lord Souls. Sorry again for skipping Witch of Izalith in this. I literally don't know why it got so chopped up. But either way, it is time for Gwyn. And I'm also going to take this time to say, if you enjoyed the video, you should subscribe. I'm trying to reach 400 subscribers by the end of April, which is the 1-year anniversary of my channel. I do challenge runs like multiple times a week. So videos go out pretty constantly. So unless you're a nerd who doesn't enjoy a lot of content, then there's no reason to not subscribe. I mean, more is always better. Anyway, we get down here and just bait out all of the knights. And yeah, I'm going to just parry him barehanded if I can do it. It's I'm a little nervous, so I, get grabbed, don't get a good parry. And I halfway know how to do the strat, like you parry, walk behind him, heal, and then you can parry him again. I'm not sure how or why. And then, yeah, more panicking, obviously, because I am dying. And I don't recommend doing that, by the way. Don't die. It's not good for you. And sadly, I don't listen to my own advice. And he kind of gets me in a nasty combo, and I die. That's great. That's fine. And next try, I actually put on my better armor. And my weapon actually gets on a durability risk, which is great, so I'm doing less damage. But now I can actually poise through his swings and heal if I need to, so it was actually pretty simple to not die, get through it all. And with one final parry, that's the end of the hockey run. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks again for watching.